Hello and welcome back everyone, Tone here with today's Dominion Daily. Those of you that might be new here, I'm a relatively average player and I've been playing a bunch of Dominion every day here. And I'm working through the cards. When we started a little over 30 days ago, I had pretty much only played base, and actually the first week or so I still only played base. I started expanding our card pool here and we're up to tier 4. I'm working my way up and having a great time doing it. But yeah, these videos are just to have some discussion, learn, see how we can improve, talk about topics, fun stuff like that. Yeah, let's jump into a game here. By the way, if you guys want to support this channel and my other related projects, you can do so over at patreon.com/Tonehack. Feel free to check that out. Alright, what do we have for Kingdom here? I see trashing, card draw. 2 cards I don't have a lot of experience with playing well. 2 cards I haven't really used much of. And Harem and Fairgrounds up here as well. Journeyman is card draw. Conclave is the only kind of village we have. And I think that only really gives us net actions if we use Hunting Party. Interesting. I could see Hunt Post maybe being good as a way to get extra actions and turns in. Alright, well I think we're going to open Amulet. I'm actually going to grab Conclave here. Amulet Conclave, let's see how that does. Oh, Amulet is an action. I was thinking it was a treasure for some reason. I mean, it looks like a treasure card, but some gold in there. So we did pick up 2 terminal actions, which can be risky. I have 4 here. I'm concerned about grabbing cards like Cut Purse when we don't have a lot of villages. We're very limited on how many terminal actions we'll be able to play per turn. So I think I'm actually just going to grab a silver here. I'm not confident that I know how to play this board well, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and trash that estate, and I think I will buy a second amulet so we can maybe trash a bit more. Although I guess the goal would be to get Altar, so we can trash into hunting parties. Maybe I didn't need that second amulet. I don't think we're going to regret that still. If we do, we can just trash it. I can get Altar right now. I grab coin instead of trashing. Kind of like that. There are buys in this kingdom. Tactician. So Altar is one of our better, one of the only gainers we have here. How do we use Tactician? I feel like the way I've pictured using that before is basically in a deck where, like, you have a lot of stop cards, so actions that don't draw more. And that's where a lot of your payload is. So like maybe a deck full of festivals. You can play all your festivals and then play this without really losing any value. Still get a good buy phase. Go trash this estate. I think I'm just going to buy another silver here. We hit 6 again. Two altars is probably rich. Grab a gold. I guess gold looks pretty good if we're going to be using hunting parties, because we're probably going to find that gold pretty often. I can trash here again, so I'll give that a try. We don't have any hunting parties yet, so maybe that's a little ambitious, but we'll see how this goes. We can hit 4 here, and I think I'm going to grab another Conclave. Grab a hunting party. I'm not sure if I'm building this right, but I want to see how Conclave feels. I've never built around it before. Or I don't think I've ever even picked it up before. So we do have some terminal collision here. What'd they buy? They got their altar. I'm gonna take +1 coin here so we can get a hunting party. I think whoever gets the most hunting parties here is gonna be at an advantage. Looks like we're even on the split right now. They grabbed the tactician. Guess we'll get to see how they use it. Another thing I have a feeling tactician is good at is if you think you're gonna dud more than half of your turns, this probably helps you a lot. Let's see, what do we want to do with this amulet? We're hitting 5 here already. I don't think we care about hitting 6 necessarily, so I think I'm gonna trash. Well, if I trash a gold, I'm not hitting 5, am I? Or trash a copper, I mean. Oh, we probably are. Go ahead and just trash a copper here. Conclave the hunting party. We hit 8 here. On a board with... This is plus buy. But I don't think you're going to be hitting 8 to buy a province in the turn you play this, because you discard all your treasure before you can put it into play. So I don't think this really is plus buy for as far as getting provinces go. I'm gonna buy a province here. I think we're gonna be I think getting the lead on that is gonna be important. And I think we'll be able to keep building our deck pretty well, and that doesn't set us back too much. Well, say that as it clogs up our hand here. Let's just get another hunting party. Nothing we want for 2. Okay, they played Tactician last turn. That's all they did, was play a Tactician. So they gave up whatever, a whole turn to do whatever they're gonna do here. That does allow them to hit with Conclave much more reliably. I can see the appeal of Tactician. And even if you're not going to buy 2 provinces, you can still get 2 solid cards. It looks like they're trying to build up to double province. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we can buy another province this turn. I can even trash and buy a province, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm a little concerned that I didn't grab enough hunting parties before provincing, but we'll see how this goes. I don't think I'm going to need too many though, and Journeyman is good card draw, it's just that it's a terminal action, and we can't play many of those. Cut Purse feels questionable to me, but I guess it's another way to get a Conclave into play and generate more coin. Gives me less to trash with altar and such. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I want to trash or gain a coin. I'll take the coin here. Okay, so I didn't have to play that coin to get a province, but I wanted to, in case we only drew a copper, and then like an altar or something that didn't generate money. I wanted to be able to hit province. And playing that amulet was going to be the best way to do that. Wow, they almost hit 3 buys. Okay, so I can conclave one of these things, and I can play the other one. So I'm gonna have 2, 7, 8. I think I'm gonna sacrifice the amulet, actually. Grab another hunting party. I would just trash a copper with the altar and then play the amulet normally. But, oh wait, actually I can still do that, and I can just take +1 from the amulet, right? Because I'll have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's better. Glad we thought that out. Well, we got to turn... We got to 4 provinces on turn 14. I guess one thing about the cut purse is it lets me not trash a copper with my opening amulet when I have one in play from last turn. How many points did that give them? They have what, 2 provinces and a duchy? So 15, so they got 4 from Fairgrounds? No, they don't. Oh, it's 2 points per. So yeah, they have 10 differently named cards. I might have always thought this was 1. 4 victory points for 6 ain't bad. Okay, let's see. I don't want to trash anything here, so we're just going to take the coin. Let's conclave the hunting party. Conclave the amulet. There's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll be able to buy a province here. Where does that put us if I buy a province? We're up by 11 with only 1 province left. Do they have a tactician in play? They do. They did get to the point where they were able to generate money with cards before tactician. So they could potentially get province, fairgrounds, duchy with 2 buys and an altar, which would be 6, 9, 13 points. That would win them the game. I think we just have to hope that they don't get that, though. Because I think not grabbing a province here is not going to help us. Because if they could do that, it'll be harder to do that than for them to buy 2 provinces, that's for sure. So let's just grab the province here. And I think our fate is in their hand. They have the altar. They can get the duchy. They had to trash a silver to do it, though. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15 to spend. That's enough to hit the province in the fairgrounds, so they think they've won here. Wait. Oh, they were down. I did my math wrong. I guess they couldn't have won with that? Yeah, I guess not. If that gave them 4, they would have been at 23 without the province. Okay. So we just need to get to province. Let's take the coin here and see how we can do. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need one more coin. There it is. Oh, we got plenty here. Okay. Yeah, we were going to grab the province this turn and win. That was a really fun game. I learned both from trying new things on my end, and I think I learned some from watching my opponent play here, which is the best outcome for a game. Even if we lost on that last turn, I think that would have been... I'd be super happy with this outcome. So what are my lessons learned? Conclave can be more reliable than I expected it to. Hunting Party is good, we knew that. You know what's interesting is Conclave wants you to have a lot of differently named cards, and Fairground rewards you from having lots of differently named cards. So that's something I didn't notice from the jump. That's very relevant on this board. So I think 2 remaining questions I have are... Was Outpost worth gaining at some point? This is the first time you played an Outpost this turn, and the previous turn wasn't yours. You take an extra turn after this. So this basically gives you an extra turn. You only draw 3. That pairs well with Tactician, doesn't it? That's a synergy we maybe could have taken advantage of. You play Outpost, and then Tactician. You get the benefit of Tactician, so you discard your hand. You draw 8 cards. You get 2 actions and 2 buys. I don't know how reliable getting both of these into your hand would be. With Hunting Party, if you had enough of those, probably not terribly unreliable. I don't know. I think this might be too slow, though, building towards that. But yeah, I was impressed by the Tactician value our opponent had there, and how they were able to almost get to triple province. If we were like 1 turn slower, we would have lost for sure. And if they had triple province at 1 turn where they had like 22 coin to spend... Well, no, they only had 2 buys, so they were never getting triple province, and we knew that going in. That's why we actually analyzed Tactician a bit with that in mind. I think they were getting big, reliable turns, more reliable with Tactician than we were. But that's considering from the end game. Our deck was pretty reliable until we were adding a lot of provinces. I don't know, it's hard to say. If anyone has an opinion on that, I'm curious to know what you all think about those options. Really interesting board here. Actually, I might post this on the Dominion Discord and the Kingdom Analysis channel and see what people think about this board. I'm curious how they feel about Tactician in particular. What does our final deck look like? 4 Hunting Parties, Altar, 2 Conclaves, 2 Amulets. I think those Amulets were worthwhile in the end. When I picked that up, it was a case of I saw my opponent doing it, and I was like, that looks like a good idea. Which is something I do sometimes, even though I try not to even worry about what my opponent's doing. I mean, if they're grabbing attacks and stuff, I want to be worried about that, but I don't usually try to copy them. But I wanted to see how the trashing went with having 2 of those, because not only having 1 for trashing might be a little slow. But this is actually a really cool card, and I like picking up instead of a silver if you're opening 3-4. But this +1 was pretty clutch for us several times. I think I have a better understanding of Conclave now. It was a good run. Fun game for sure. So my opponent only had 2 Conclaves. I thought they had more. In hindsight, I feel like they had too many terminal actions after all. Maybe not once you factor in Tactician, and they were basically using Tactician for most of their turns. I was impressed though the turn where they were able to pick up a Fairgrounds and play Tactician on the same turn. Turns like that are what was gonna make them beat us pretty soundly. I think it was pretty unreliable for them to actually do that, because that means they need to play Conclave, Conclave, Cut Purse, or have an Amulet in play and one in play for next turn, which looks like they trashed their other one at some point. So I think it was pretty unreliable from them to actually hit 6. They could have hit 5 pretty reliably though, and just picked up duchies. Picking up a duchy and playing Tactician. Tactician turn, you kind of assume you're going to pick up 2 provinces. It's pretty good. I wonder if they lost from buying 2 golds that one turn when they had like 14. They could have got in like a province and something else with value. I bet you they might have won if they did that. Maybe not. It definitely would have put more pressure on my strategy. They did get value out of those 2 golds, so it's hard to say. Well, I'm going to leave that here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all for the next Dominion Daily.